I was in a relationship with a man that I truly thought that I loved. He was the person for me. I was never really in a church at all. And as soon as the relationship progressed even more, that is when it started to change. So because I was searching for love, whoever I could find it, he was the person that loved me. And I never knew that the person that you love the most could be the person that could hurt you as well. The love started to change. It started to hurt. I felt alone more than anything, even though I had somebody that was right beside me. It was never enough. When you are with somebody and you literally give your all to them and all they can do is love you in a way that only benefits them, that's when I knew that the relationship was starting to become toxic. I joined CRC in 2019 around May. The first time I attended the service, Pastor Art was speaking about how we need to be people. If you're in a relationship, you need to break up with that person because that person is not for you. And I would always hear this sermon, and whenever I came on a Sunday evening, he'd say it, and I'd always put my hand up like, yes, Pastor. But as soon as I go home, I never broke up with him. I literally found myself in that relationship even more. The more I tried to distance, the more I was encaved into the relationship. I started going to home style that Wednesday right after that Sunday. And every single Wednesday, I found myself being at home style, regardless of what I was going through. I would go through so much trauma throughout the week, but those 2 hours in the week on that Wednesday evening was where I was able to find strength. And each time we spoke about going to home style together, I would get into a fight with him. I was threatened and told that if I go back to home style next week, I would get choked and I'll get beaten. But I still took the risk and I went there every single Wednesday because I knew my spirit had to be there. That was my place of release, my place of freedom and peace more than anything. The relationship progressed, and the more I got comfortable with being in a home style, it came towards the month of my birthday. And we went away with a couple of friends for my 21st birthday. And around that time, I was already being locked into my own apartment. Every Monday to Friday, I was by myself. Weekends, I'd only go back home. But as soon as I'm back again on a Monday, I'm in the apartment by myself. I'm not speaking to anyone. I couldn't even speak to my own home style leader because that person was somebody that was able to speak life into me. So I could break up with that man. And when the time of my birthday came, it was my 21st birthday. And that's when I knew that love has the potential to break you apart. And I was raped by him. And that was the beginning of the rape that continued on. And these are things that I was never able to openly speak to anyone about because he's your boyfriend. You're supposed to give your body to him. It belongs to him in whatever way. And that's what he had told me as well. So I had no right to who I was anymore. I was no longer the person that I was. I was so angry. And I was so sad and depressed. And the day after my birthday, we were together as friends. And the only thing I can remember the day after that was myself trying to jump out of a window in front of everyone that was there with me because I couldn't take on the hurt and the betrayal that I was going through anymore. I was stopped. I was told to calm down. And nobody could understand exactly what I was feeling. So the week after that, the rape continued on. The closer that I was to church and the people that were a part of my home cell, the more I was being attacked more than anything. There was a point where I couldn't walk because of how much I had endured that day, and I couldn't even go to home cell. And I knew from the week after that I had to break free. So I took a step back. I went to home side and I spoke to one of the female leaders that were there. And she prayed over me. And that was the first time I was actually able to receive the Holy Spirit and just understand exactly what was taking place. A few days after that, I broke up with him. But the breakup wasn't easy either. When you have to sit by yourself and decide whether you're going to choose life or death, because death seemed a lot easier compared to having to be with somebody, that was the options that I found myself having. Until I had a voice inside my spirit, and that said, choose me. And I knew that was Christ. The song that I kept repeating over and over again was, Letting Go, which is a CRC song. And I kept thinking about the lyrics itself, saying that you need to let go of every single thing that is holding you back, every single thing that is trying to destroy you, everything that is taking away the love and joy that Christ could give to you. You need to let that go. And I knew that letting go of the man that I thought loved me, the man that I thought would never hurt me in any way, it wasn't what I was searching for anymore. And when I understood what it meant to be consecrated, I knew that I had to surrender every single part of me in order for me to actually have an understanding of who Christ is in my life. After a Sunday service, I went back home and I was finally able to step into my apartment again and not feel any shame, any hurt, anything that I felt was something that continued to linger over me when I stepped into that apartment. I was able to walk in and I felt an upliftment take place where my spirit was no longer heavy, and I was able to smile for the first time, knowing that everything that had gone on in that apartment, in that room that I was in, had no longer had a hold over me, because I knew in that moment that I was loved. And I thank nothing but the church and Christ more than anything for putting me and placing my spirit in a place where I can call home, where I know I can be uplifted and I can find joy and love more than anything, and not just amongst the people that are around me, which are leaders, but amongst other members as well. So that is my testimony.